Another fun day of field short video series with the Santa Fe Guiding Company. After a long, cold, snowy winter, it's like spring break. Fun in the sun in the deserts of southern New Mexico. Hunting Barbary sheep. Big horns, shaggy manes, long chaps of a unique desert trophy. Killer days hunting on the Felice Canyon Ranch, one time home of gunslinger Billy the Kid. Now it's our playground. Endless miles of rolling desert hills and canyons, perfect for long-range spotting and stalking your trophy Barbary ram. Let the fun begin. First 2 days of the hunt, the weather was perfect. Warm, sunny, light breezes, and man, the sheep were everywhere. One of the biggest tricks in this wide open desert country is to spot your trophy before he sees you. We spotted this group with the big ram trailing it about a half-mile off. We'd let them slowly graze up over the top and out of sight, and then once they were gone, we'd hustle over there and get up to the top and see if we couldn't get a shot on them. Of course, by the time we made it up and over, they were on the next ridge staring at us. The next morning, we drove back into the same country where we lost them the evening before and ran straight into them. They were down drinking water. They ran up to the top of the ridge. Now they were all staring at us. Now they were off and running. It seems around every corner we saw more sheep. Here's a couple ewes with some lambs. Little lambs. Look like they were just born yesterday. Gosh, look at these little buggers. We'll call them Me and Mini Me. Just imagine them saying, "Wait up, Mom. We got short legs. We can't run quite as fast as you."
Over here, this place. Move up here.
There'd been a grass fire on the ranch the summer before. This place looked like a moonscape. There was just a little bit of winter moisture. Grasses and forbs and wildflowers were coming up between the rocks here and there. It looked like the phoenix rising from the ash. The sheep were here. They were feeding on these weeds. The sheep were here. We were going to be here.
Man, that front one's big. But
Yeah, he is.
boy, those are all nice rams.
Remember the first trick about spotting them before they spot you? These 4 rams, they were going to run over the next ridge. Well, that next ridge was on the ranch. We were going to follow them. Maybe we'd catch up with them when they'd settle down on the backside. After a long march across the lunar landscape, we eased up to the next rise, glassed, looked on the back slope, glassed some more, and there they were, bed down just off the crest. Relaxed, not knowing we were there. Now we had an opportunity. The thrill of the hunt was about to start. We studied these sheep for a long time. They were across the valley, but with a good hike, we just might be able to get around behind them. As we studied the landscape, we found our route. We were going to go down the valley, the backside of this ridge, stay out of sight, come all the way around, up and over on top of them, with the wind in our face, through the heavy cholla patch, stalk in, and maybe get a close shot. Of course, by the time we did that, they were nowhere in sight. Daybreak in the desert, sun at our backs, perfect for spotting the illuminated sheep on the far ridges. Too bad we didn't look harder in the shadows at our feet. That afternoon, just as the weatherman had predicted, a winter blast arrived in the desert. For the next 2 days it was really cold and windy. We searched the tops of canyons, the bottoms of canyons, some caves, underneath rocks. The sheep had disappeared. Last morning of the hunt, we found a herd bed down out of the wind in the perfect location. We hiked all the way up and around to get above them, crawled over the rise, slithered down into a shooting position, and set up for the shot. We were just 80 yards from them. All we had to do now was pick the best ram in the group, and when he stood up to stretch, Corey would drop him right back in his bed. Belted magnums, muzzle brakes, ear splitters. About this time I decided I'd scoot my butt back just a little bit to get out of the blast radius. That's when Corey shot. Yeah, there he is, flopping on the ground. One BB down goes out over the SFGC radio net. The thrill in the hunt's getting close. We beat 'em. This was a big herd. There were a lot of eyes. We crawled and slithered and got right on top of 'em. Were able to sit there for a few minutes and watch 'em. And then Corey made the perfect neck shot. 80 yards away, dropped him right back in his bed. What a thrilling hunt. The storm was blowing out today, and I mean blowing, howling, 50 miles per hour. We had to get under 100 yards to get a good shot.
Yeah. Rifle shots in the distance. They're hammering at the herd themselves. Truck's down there. We came a long ways. That's Lance's truck way down there. We'll have a heck of a pack out on this fella. But it's better to pack one out a long ways than leave after 5 days of hard hunting with nothing. Yeah.
Awesome experiences, lifelong memories, sharing the field with best friends, camaraderie, teamwork. What a day in the field with the SFGC. We're looking for a few real hunters.